There's a new joke going around. Have you heard it? What is the 5 fingers say to the face? What? Slap!
Welcome to the FourBrothas podcast. I'm Ro.
Rick Starr.
Big Six.
Killer Can.
And our guest today, let's introduce yourself, sir.
You got your boy, Ghetto Greg, by some, and Punching Bag Skunk to others. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
See that? That's a fucking professional right there.
Yeah.
Saying?
Punching Man, but
Everybody else,
Everyone else just sits there like this.
Greg. Hey, they hear us introduce themselves, and then it comes to them. They don't know what happened.
They're like,
introduce yourself. They say, Greg.
I was fucking with Ray because Ray was like,
Suka Ray Oliveira.
You sound just like him, too.
Suka Ray Oliveira. My man.
I was supposed to say Punching Bag Skunk Boxing Media Incorporated. All right. So I messed up a little bit. All right.
It's all good. They got the point.
Hey, where'd you get that name from? Somebody call you that or something?
It's funny because Punching Bag Skunk came. A lot of people ask me that. Where did that come from? I was doing some keyword research, and I couldn't rank for punching bag because Amazon, all the big companies, they just got that sold up. So you can't rank for it. If you put punching bag, you can't rank. You're gonna be on page 10. So I had to find something that I kept punching bag in, but it still was ranking. And I found this guy that had this thing called Speed Bag Skunk.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, that sounds pretty cool. So initially it was gonna be punching bag nerd or punching bag skunk. So it was either skunk or nerd. And this is strictly for ranking. Strictly for SEO, search engine, strict for SEO. So I said, all right, I'll go with the skunk, and there we go. Punching bags. I love it now, though.
See, that's a real answer. You know what we need to do? We need to take it back and where did you get the name Ghetto Greg from?
Oh no!
Let's go. Let's go back.
You guys really want to hear that one?
Let's start from the beginning.
Back in 1991, all right, I was in Daytona Beach, Florida, training. Who was down there with me? Dude named Mitch Green. Everybody knows Mitch Green.
Oh, we know Mitch
Green.
Shout out to Mike Tyson.
The infamous Tyson fight on the street. The big D's. That's the Mitch Green we're talking about. I was down the train with him, and the dude that was the sponsor. He had a car in the Daytona 500. He was all set. I didn't have to worry about nothing. And he's the one. That's where the name came from. He said because down there when I was in Florida, at least back in 1991, they didn't know nothing about Rhode Island. So people just say New York, because you say Rhode Island, people say, well, what's Rhode Island? Then I'll say, Boston, you ever heard of Boston? Somebody ain't heard of Boston, but somebody in Boston. So I say, so they started saying I talk ghetto. And I was like, what? That's funny. I'm in North Carolina, and they say I talk like a white guy. So, go you figure, whatever.
You lived up to your motherfucking name, though.
Ghetto, man.
Ghetto Greg.
Listen, look, man, I tell people now, man, that, don't use my blueprint. I tell the kids, don't use my blueprint because, you can't. A lot of people can't drink all night and fight a world-class fighter. I mean, these are the things I was doing, ridiculous stuff like that, like not training properly. You know what I mean? And just. But my thing was, everyone knows that if you get me to the gym, not too many people know how to work me. But it was get me to the gym. I like to fight. I didn't like to go work out and stuff. So, everybody knows the legend of Ghetto Greg, but some people don't know the backstory. You know what I mean? So I think I was gonna give some people a little bit of my backstory. I started boxing at 10 years old, man, and I was a little asthmatic, skinny, little big-eyed, goofy-looking kid. And I wanted to be a boxer. I like Bruce Lee. Back then, everybody wanted to do Bruce Lee stuff.
Very true.
Yeah, right? Remember them days? And I
The white shoes and stuff.
Yeah, them slippery
black
shoes.
shoes.
Remember them slippery black shoes?
The white bottoms of the black shoes.
I think Pop had a connect because we had those motherfuckers.
Kim Lee's. They not. Kim Lee's, right?
The flea market joints.
Everybody, the flea market joints?
Yeah, you try to play chase and you bust your fucking neck wide open.
You used to go down to Kim Lee's. Kim Lee's was a big joint right there. You had people buying ninja suits, had Chucks, new Chucks. That was crazy, man.
They could take their own fucking head off with nunchucks.
Right, man. So I had the whole deal. So anyway, I started boxing, man. I was getting bullied and stuff. I was a skinny kid, so I had. Look at this. It took me 50 years to figure out. I just don't got that face. Some people just look like I'm gonna shoot up. They just look tough. So I had people back in the day, Jay, tell me I'd be out at a club or something. They'll say, "You're Greg Towns." I mean, yeah, I'm Greg Towns, man. Like, I just take personal. So, from the face that I had as a kid, it seemed like I was tested. People just wanted to test me. I'll fight you, though. You know what I mean? I was a skinny kid, but I'll fight you. Like, you know what I mean? So I looked at, like, the easy target. You know what I mean, Roland?
Yeah.
If the bully came, I was the easy target. I looked at like an easy target. But what happened was, start whooping ass. And, eventually, the word got out there, all right, there's easier targets than to mess with that skinny kid. Just leave him alone. Anyway, make a long story short, I ended up winning the New England Dream Olympic Championships in 79. Then I went to training school. Then I was all, back and forth to train. When I wasn't in jail, I was winning titles. I won the Dream Olympic Championships in 79. I went to training school, got out, won the defended title Dream Olympics in 1980, went back to the training school. Then I got out. I fought the gloves again in 81. I think I lost to Marty Foley. By the way, shout out to my boy Marty Foley out there in Massachusetts. Then went to jail for the big. I did a stick up.
What?
And,
keeping it real goes wrong.
Hey, there's a lesson in that.
Shit don't always work out.
There's a lesson in that.
Yeah.
You want to get ready for the June Olympics? Go to training school.
It's funny because I win the title. I come back to the South Side and have my little reputation and stealing cars and acting, just being a jackass. And then I'll go fight. And what's funny though, Jay? And I'm gonna tell you this, man. You know what I mean? That them are not the habits to form, because when I turned pro, Doc, I had the same kind of mentality. That's where the legend of Ghetto Greg came from, because I just street, man, and I wasn't. Look, everyone knows. I had 14 fights. I fought 5 top 10 world guys. That is common knowledge. And back then we didn't have Jimmy, Birchfield and guys give us 20. I'm not gonna go there because I'm starting ranking on the kids and stuff. But we didn't have. I didn't have. My first fight was in Philadelphia. My pro debut was on Larry Holmes promoted card in Eastern Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? Against Larry King, who was a 2-time national Golden Glove champion. That's my pro debut. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no easy war for me, man. You know what I mean? My second fight was Atlantic City. Third fight, New York. The fourth, you know what I mean? So it wasn't no fights here where we can get opponents, get some guy down there from New York for $400, and you know what I mean?
But see, that's exactly what's happening to the other guys that are not taken care of. See, they're coming to fight the hometown guys, right? And that's what happened with you. Nobody was looking out for your career.
No, I was just going. Look, man, I tell you, I think I went like 8-0 before I lost to Greg Everett. We got the fight with Greg Everett, we did a 3-fight deal with Top Rank, and Greg Everett was ranked 6th in the world. I wasn't in any kind of shape. You got to realize. Let me tell you guys. I'll tell everybody this. I haven't been in shape my whole career, and this is not an excuse. Just call it whatever you want to say, right? It is what it is. You can say it's an excuse, whatever. But
it's the truth.
It's the damn truth.
Yeah.
I ain't never been in shape since I got back from Knoxville, Tennessee in 1987 National Golden Gloves. I wasn't in shape for not one of my pro fights.
What?
I had 14 pro fights for 5 top 10 world guys. So you tell me what's up. You know what I mean? Took fights on days off. But you know what I'm saying? But when I got ready for the gloves, when I got out of jail in '86, I said I'm going to national tournament, and my first national, and I said I'm getting ready for this fight, and I had 2 months, and I worked my butt off. When I went to Knoxville, I was in dynamite shape, man, and we did pretty good. But let me just tell this side story. I know John Scully. I know you're going to be watching this, John. But it is what it is. The New England New England Golden Gloves title in 1987. The best fighters in the tournament was me and John Scully, okay? And we was both 65, okay? There you go. So they knew we was the only ones that's going to nationals. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone on that team, but it is what it is. People were saying that me and John, they want to make sure we win. So they proposed to Phil and me that we draw straws to see who moves up to 78. Now think about this. Let this sink in, because if you know anything about amateur boxing, light heavyweight in amateurs is 178. It's not 175, 178. And when you were 178, what are you coming down from? 185. 10 pounds, 8, 9, 10. Somewhere around there.
Maybe 200 sometimes.
Exactly. I'm trying to be nice here.
Some of guys.
I'm trying to be nice here. So once, back then, these guys coming off 80. Make a long story short, I'm barely hitting 65. I lost a draw straw. John fought the we went at his weight to 65. I moved up to 78. Had to fight the bigger guys. Got to Knoxville and still went to the I think I went to the quarters or the semis. And I remember, Jay, you can identify with this. You know when you're at the Nationals, you get that little chart, like the basketball chart?
The bracket, yeah.
Bracket.
Yeah.
And there was only one guy left in the tournament that I knew that would give me a tough fight. That was Donald Stevens. I think he had beat Riddick Bowe the night before. He was ranked like 3 in the world as an amateur. And I'm not scared of anybody. Everyone knows that. It knows me. But I'd rather have the easier fight. Yeah. So I'm saying, I see the other guys left, and I was like, I'll kill these guys. And, of course, who do I draw? I draw Donald. And I ended up going to war with this guy, man. We went to war, and to make another story short, it sounds like I'm making a lot of excuses, but it is what it is, because it's true. The referee was a jackass. I almost had a fight with him after the fight because he was stealing the fight from me. Every time I got on Donald's ass.
Bro, what did you just say?
You guys know I gave my life to Jesus Christ. So
he gave his life for you.
Hey, there goes some editing for you. I already know that was coming.
Won't he do it? Take the wheel. Won't he do it?
Take the wheel.
I already know that was coming.
To make a long story short.
So where was I? I forgot what I was doing. Oh, so the ref is still in the fight, right? The ref is still in the fight. Every time I get on him, he's like trying to give me warnings. You know how they do. Hey, Greg, don't this, that. Make that away. Let's stop fight. Let's fight. So this dude, man, it's funny because I was still there. Like, you know what I mean? In the fight. I lost the first round, got back to it, was like, what the hell are you doing? Come on, win the fight. Come on, fight. So the second round I went on. I won the second round. He hits me with an elbow on the top of the head. Boom. Felt like somebody shot me with a shotgun. I was like, ah! Ref says nothing because he's on his side, of course. I'm like, man, this is a dog fight. So I'm like, come on, hit me with a left hook. I was like, not there. I was like, come on. It was just a tough fight. Last round, I come out there, and I finally land my money punch. My right hand. Corner. Boom! Right on the button. He looks at me like this. I don't know if the camera can see me, but you can zoom in later.
Yep.
He looks at me
it will.
Because this is what he did to me. I want people to get the feeling of this. He goes like this. And he spit his damn mouthpiece off. Tell him what that means, Jay. That means you got to stop the
fight. You got to buy some
you
time.
Go in there,
get a warning.
find the mouthpiece, wash it. All this time, I had him. Had him.
The stuff like that, they said that too at the fights yesterday at the
project. They talk about you need 2 mouthpieces.
2 mouthpieces. When you spit one out, right? If you spit out, whether it gets knocked out or you spit it out.
I love that rule.
Yeah.
I love that.
He said you have to. They pick it up, they give it to your coach. Your coach has to put a new mouthpiece in your mouth.
That would have got me into the finals of the National Code. But you know what? I look at it like this. I'm a spiritual person. I think everything's everything, it is what it is. God's will. But listen, fighting bigger guys. These guys bigger. So I always tell people that I should have been the National Golden Glove champion of 1987 to this day. I should have been there. At 65, I stopped everybody else. Everyone at 65, fight big guys. I'm stopping him almost. So
You got-
I knew I should have been 87. I should go up there. And listen, here's one last thing that people forget: when you go to the national tournament, if you make it to the semifinals, they automatically invite you to Colorado Springs Olympic Training Center.
Yep.
Okay, but you have to get to the semifinals. I'm right in the quarters. I get to the semis. I'm in Colorado Springs. Ghetto Greg is listen. Anytime I'm in the gym, I'm working hard. You dig what I'm saying? But you put me back in Public Street and Broad Street in South Prov, I ain't training. So, it is what it is. I tell the kids now, and by the way, let me just say this to the kids out there. Train. You know what I mean? Train, because, all that other nonsense, all that other nonsense, that, what do you call it, social media, all that stuff there, social media stuff.
Smoking hookah.
I got 3 fights and I'm a superstar. You 3 fights and 4 fights.
You also got to put an asterisk on some of this stuff. Like he fights at 160. He fought at 165, moved up to 178. That guy's not 178. Obviously, that he's fighting.
Nope.
That
185.
yeah, 185 at least.
And I'm barely hitting 65, so I'm fighting a guy with 20 pounds over me.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes a big difference when you're fighting amateur. 20 pounds.
It's a huge difference.
Big difference. I'm hitting these guys with bombs, though. That's why I know I would have stopped everybody at 65. I wouldn't have just won. I would have got outstanding fighter at the tournament because I would have stopped everybody.
Did you say he hit you with an elbow?
Hit me with an elbow on top of my head, and the ref was like, listen. After the go ahead.
I heard there was a similar fight, elbows. People hurt with you and Brian Barboza.
Yes, sir.
Our good friend Brian Barboza.
I was about to tell that story because I was there too.
I heard that was a hell of a
tell that
fight.
story.
Brian the Bull.
And Brian was
This
notorious.
motherfucker,
I was with Jim.
he's whooping his ass.
Out of shape again, but listen, I was with Jim Casey. God bless him, good man. I was with Jim Casey, and we in 90. I think it was like 93. And we always wanted to fight. Talk to Mike Manchanti, say, we want to fight Brian. They wouldn't fight me. But, I guess they wait till I got older. And I was about 36 when I fought.
Hey, we're not going to use that excuse. You know why?
He's winning.
You know why? Because you was whooping his ass.
Yeah, I wasn't. Hey, I went up to spar with, I went up to spar with Drake Dottie. Anyone that knows New England boxing knows this guy's a killer.
Big head Drake.
He ran Big Head Drake. Can't miss that head. It's like this big.
Are you guys gonna get back to the story though at some point?
I'm gonna get back.
What was it, Brian Barboza?
Yeah, you guys started the story.
Where was we at?
You want me to tell
Brian
it?
Barboza?
You want me to tell it?
You tell it, and I'll jump in.
All right. It's not.
I don't know all these stories. That's
It's not
I know.
It's not a complicated story though. He what he's doing is whoop. I don't know exactly what round it was, but he's whooping Brian Barboza's ass. He got Brian hurt. Instead of Brian does what he does. He holds on, and he grabbed and he got Greg by the waist. He looked like he blowing Greg. He's falling, and Greg drops an elbow on his back. He threw the corner. It wasn't sneaky.
Ghetto.
Right in the middle of the fucking ring, ref's right there. He comes down, boom, and Brian falls down. Now they give Brian. They take a point of you, right?
Listen, I don't know what he did, but Chubby Gomes was the ref. But the thing is, this what pissed me off is that this dude is holding me like in a death grip.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And I'm like swinging him around, like get him off me, man. You're the ref. Like, come on,
and it's true. If he was patient and the Ghetto Greg didn't come in, his whole should have been different.
You needed that composure.
Because he was out.
I would have stopped.
He was out. They gave Brian time. They gave him mad time. They gave him his little whatever. I don't know how much it took, but they give you like fucking 5 minutes.
Listen, Jay.
Like elbow to the back?
After,
a good elbow, not a bitch elbow, like this from the top of the sky.
Like a flagrant.
Hey Doc, you can appreciate this one. The old Dusty Rhodes.
You got to stay in the mic.
Hey,
the old Dusty Rhodes.
Like a flagrant foul. It's illegal in UFC.
He must have been religious then, because it came.
He came with the head.
Boom! Poor Brian's back.
If he ever listens to this, he'd be like this right now. I'll be like, oh yeah, I feel it. Yeah, I remember
it helped him out. And then,
he went to his corner roll.
And then he got my man Greg.
Listen, Adi Otwell, he went, listen, when this happened, you're supposed to go to the neutral corner. They sent him to his corner. Adi's like giving him water, like, he had, what I mean? I'm like, come on, what's going on here?
Shit. They said full recovery.
I always give, right.
After that elbow, full recovery.
I always give Brian credit.
How much time do you need?
His life bar went to match before he was able to go back out there.
Listen, I always give Brian credit because the next round he put me down. Now listen, Jay, have you ever been in a fight where it's just so easy that you just like, this is too easy? Like, I'm outboxing him so easy, I stop playing around and instead of staying what I should have been doing, the right hand, I start experimenting. I don't know if you guys ever know what I mean.
Yeah,
yes. You're in the
I know exactly what you
it's
mean.
so
See it a
easy,
lot.
you're like, all right, I'm going to start. Let me try
You
this.
need a quick reminder. But not too much of a reminder because the fight's over.
Let me try this Roy Jones punch.
I don't know if it's happened in an actual fight to me, but I remember it happened. I was sparring with Arthur side one time.
Listen, no disrespect.
And I'm playing with Arthur.
I'm
I'm playing with Arthur. I'm popping him up, and then I put my hands up, and I thought he was gonna throw a fucking right hand to the body. So I'm like walk him down.
Right.
He threw a left. Nigga knocked the wind out of me. But I didn't go nowhere. I said, ooh, but after that, it was all games was on. I was trying to take his fucking head off.
You turned into Floyd Mayweather when Shane Mosley
But he
hurt
caught
him.
me.
Remember that?
He caught me good.
This motherfucker said no more games.
No more
Yeah,
games.
he put me down the next round.
Yeah.
But then,
hurt my soul.
Then when they put me down, right? Then when he put me down, Jay, right? I got up and Chubby goes, "Hey, Greg, you all right?"
I don't know.
From a knockdown, even kids that don't got no fights, they know the first thing you do is you put your hands up like this, show the ref that you're all right. I did that, and Chubby looked in my eyes, and he waved the fight off. That's how it went. Watch the fight. I don't see us got it. So every now and then they replay it. Look at the fight. You can see what I'm talking about. But listen, then it was so prematurely stopped that my brother Eric jumped in the ring, and it was a melee. You remember? It was a melee.
Yeah.
My brother Eric.
That should be the case. That should be the case. As far as you should know what you do if you get knocked down. But I guess everybody don't because it happened last night with the Ricky Dos Santos. That's what it is, right? Ricky Dos Santos.
Yeah.
The Ricky Dos Santos fight. He got clipped, and instead of him pulling a smart move, taking his time to get up, he jumps up, tries to walk around, and he stumbled his ass to the corner.
That's why Alejandro did it perfect.
Alejandro last night, he got caught. Alejandro did perfect. He got clipped. He took his knee. Took his time getting up. He probably waits about 7. And he got up and he shook it. And he held his way through that shit. And it happened at the beginning of the round.
Right.
Yeah.
We talk about that fight that time in Knoxville. The first night I got there, I fought Joshua Kid from Cleveland, and the first round, he knocks me down with it, back of the head shot, and my legs was going. It was a sincere knockdown because my legs wasn't with me. But you know what I did? I took the count. I knew if I got up, I staggered around, they stopped the fight, it's over. So I said, just take the full 8, and I'm rubbing my legs like this. I wasn't all right here, just my legs wasn't with me. So I was rubbing them like this. All right, and then you took the full count, got up, staggered a little bit, got my wits, jab, came up, and ended up, taking the fight off in the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, because that's like the pride thing too. Like guys have too much pride, and they don't want to jump right.
Yeah,
right back up.
You don't.
Hey, the only fight ever, I got clipped. I got clipped with my hand down. Do one of my down joints, hit me caught me right there. Boom. It was legal because I turned my head. It was legal. It was legal, but it caught me and my vision went crooked. But you know the first thing I did? I punched him nuts.
Oh shit!
Coconut.
I'm not laying down. I'm not going to sleep.
Did you see Alejandro? I think it was like the 5th or 6th round that the guy fucking hit him in the nuts, but like he didn't curl over, and he looks at the ref, and the ref just keep going, and the Alejandro gets close to him, hits him in the nuts, and then hits him with a freaking hook or some shit like
That's
that.
what you was talking about earlier.
You gotta get it right back.
I was like, yes, that's a big 6 boxer right there. Yeah. You gotta get it back.
That was impressive. That was impressive last night, though.
Absolutely.
First 3 rounds, easy. He's stalking the dude, chasing the dude.
Yep.
4th round, he got caught, and it's at the beginning of the round.
Yep.
So the guy can't make any excuses and say, "Oh, you let him, whatever, you saved him." No, you didn't. It's at the beginning of the round. Even if you let him continue, you still got a whole 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to finish him. They cannot save him.
Nope.
So if he made it through, he made it through on his own.
Yeah, it took him a couple of minutes too. You could tell he
fell again.
He hit him with right after.
He fell again.
He was
touchdown. Yeah.
After the initial knockdown.
No, it was like he was holding him, and he kind of felt
His legs wasn't with him.
Yeah, he still didn't have his legs. He didn't hit him before, but
it took him a while.
He kind of was still off balance, and then I think probably around almost 2 minutes, I think in the round, the dude was coming at him and against the ropes, and he checks the kid with a fucking hook. And when he did that, the kid eased up on all the pressure because he must have felt something himself.
That fire.
Yeah, because it was
two things. Phil used to always tell me, Phil Addison, God bless his soul, he used to always tell me, if you knock a guy down, he falls on his back, falls on his face, he's not getting up. And here's another thing. that's awesome that Alejandro, because you can go 20 fights and don't find out that, the ball check, as they call it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got guys with 20 fights, even 30 fights, and you haven't found out they got balls yet.
Yeah.
But now you got a kid that been tested. You know how he's going to react to these situations.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
You're strong in the mind, strong in the body.
Mind, man. I tell people all the
That
time,
showed you in ridiculous shape too, because he was definitely an autopilot.
Yeah. We talked about that.
He probably didn't even remember the round. If you ask him, he probably don't remember it.
He told me he didn't remember getting knocked down. He said when he realized that he was looking at the ref.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like Roland said that's really super impressive. He had so much time to survive that he made me skeptical. I'm like, this kid gonna make it.
Yeah.
So he got dropped like the early part of the round.
Yeah, 10, 15 seconds.
Not the early part. I'm talking. It was damn near
the beginning.
The round started. Alejandro Butler, he wanted to touch to his gloves.
Dude, he got distracted.
And dude didn't pay him no mind. The dude throws a jab. Dude throws another jab. Alejandro throws a jab. Dude comes over with the right hand.
And that was
cracked him.
It had to be like within the first 15 seconds.
Yeah. And the way he went, he held his head and he kind of went, and then he went down on his face with his ass like up in the air.
Right. I seen.
It looked like it was over.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
Yeah, on the face.
I didn't see the punch. I saw the video. Jimmy Burchfield walks by me, says something. I look this way. All I hear is, "Oh!" I look, and it's Alejandro. I said, "What the fuck?" And I see him.
It was actually an illegal punch, though.
Illegal?
Illegal.
Oh, yeah,
I had the video. He just came around his head.
Some forearm got into it.
I see the forearm.
Yeah, with the inside of his, with the palm on the back of his head, actually. Way in the back of his head.
A lot of wrist got in there.
Because it damn sure didn't look like it.
The referee called it illegal, so it was illegal.
That's a rabbit punch.
Yeah.
I don't know if they call that now. They just call it a rabbit punch.
The ref, what are you going to do? The referee calls it illegal. Right. You deal with it like a legal punch.
Well, he was talking about that earlier about, like, I'm a type of fighter that I don't like the ref. I don't pay no attention to the ref. I can't stand fighters that always complain to the ref. Every time something happens,
TJ,
now you're fighting two people.
I can't stand that.
Now you're fighting two people instead of one.
And I was telling him, Andre Ward was the type of fighter that he'd do something dirty, you look at the ref, he'll hit you again.
There you go.
Hit you two more times.
Like Keenan Moses, you mean?
Yeah. It's only illegal if you get caught.
I used to like that shit.
I did a post on Facebook one time just to test the waters because I was mad at refs. I seen them fight where some ref is just horrible. And I was like, why do we need refs?
What?
And people was like, what are you talking about, dude? That's crazy. And I was like, well, think about it. What do you need a referee there for?
It's not more crazy than guys that transform the girls fighting women.
Hey, yo.
Boom. Shots fired.
Bow.
Yeah. Hey.
Bow.
Is it getting hot in here? Is that why you think it had on?
Well, to go back, great job to Ricardo.
Oh, yeah.
He did a great job last night, too. Our guy, Ricky
Nunes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he fought in the amateur. He did good.
Good stuff.
Did his thing, yeah.
So he continues his win streak.
Does he go to
We don't want to talk
national
about no
now?
L's, though, right?
No, he's won nationals.
We ain't talking about no L's,
He beat
right?
that kid.
A few of the guys came up short. Yeah.
Who? Like who?
Brady.
Orlando.
Brady Orlando.
Oh.
And,
Well, he always fights good, though.
Tim Hatfield.
Yeah, and Tim.
The heavyweight, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the kid TJ. I can't say his first fucking name.
What is it?
Tom Jones.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, he don't look like a Tom
can't
Jones.
say his
He looks
first
like
name,
a Babatunde.
Yeah, Babatunde. Yeah.
I'm gonna call him Babatunde Jones.
I even take Nick Tunde.
That just sounds funny to me.
That's like-
Bubba Tunde.
We know.
Don't do that because I'll start saying that junk all night.
No, that's somebody's name.
In my
Though.
head, I'll keep saying.
That's one of the people we know. That's her name.
All right, too.
It's a family. Babatunde. Another one is more
It's not
Americanized.
funny to
Nick Tunde.
Yeah,
No,
he
but
looked
Babatunde
like
is
he looked like he related to them.
Yeah.
He don't look like a Tom Jones.
No disrespect, Bubba Tunde.
Yeah, and
I don't wanna catch the
you
sunshine
gonna
in the back of the
no disrespect everybody, huh?
I don't
No
want
disrespect. You a
disrespect.
bitch.
Right,
No
you
disrespect.
know I'm a man of God. I'm not even saying that.
Oh, and
I'm
wish
gonna
get
give
well
my
soon to Ill Will. I heard at the after party.
Yeah, Wilson.
His own after party, not the official after
Wilson,
party.
what?
Macarenas.
Oh, he's like a dance.
Macarenas. Yeah, I guess he got
stabbed last night.
He got stabbed
He
in New
was telling
Bedford.
me in New Bedford. Somebody
Yeah, after the
was
fight.
Hey, Greg, speaking of the giving your life to God and everything, you told me a story one time when I was young about you almost died.
bunch of times.
What?
I can tell you, listen, man, I can tell you that
You want to die a bunch of times?
Listen,
Yeah.
I listen. See
So,
this?
wait,
See this on my neck?
the one on your neck, man.
That one.
I could tell that story verbatim the way you told me. That shit impacted me.
Got my neck or my jugular cut. And listen, you guys, I'm a man of God and I believe in Jesus Christ, and that's what it is. And I believe that I'm here because of Jesus Christ, based on this. But I got many more for you, and I'll tell you a couple more. But based on this one, it actually goes through my jugular vein. Yep. And if your jugular vein gets hit, it's like a balloon. Pops, poof, it's gone. You bleed out in like a minute. I didn't bleed out. And, but there's plenty of kind of things that
How didn't you bleed out? What?
It's
Doctors
divine intervention.
The way he told the story to me,
intervention.
He said he sat there and he said, "Well, I'm dead." So he just put his back against the wall and he said, "I can't believe I'm fucking dying in the street."
In the street, yeah, that's what I was saying. I said, "God, don't take me. I don't want to die in this dirty street." I was like, "Lord, it's like early in the morning, no one's out there. They're gonna find me on a dirty street. Oh, Ghetto Greg in the middle. It just don't look right."
What happened? Because I don't know the story.
Well, it was street stuff. You had hit some dude, knocked him out a couple of weeks, before that, and he caught me drunk. And listen, back in the day, most people, they wait till I get drunk because they know I'm gonna get drunk because I was alcoholic. By the way, thank God took the desire away from me. I've been clean close to 4 years now. Hallelujah. But that's what's up.
Won't he do it?
So you know what I mean?
Won't he will? Won't he do it?
But you know what I mean? And I quit, but I was in car accidents. I got in a car accident, and they had to take the jaws of life to get me out of the car. I was in the hospital in traction for 2 months, on crutches for another 6 months. Fought after that, by the way. Just so many instances where I ain't supposed to be here. Listen, I even tell you, like, when I was out there using drugs and everything, I had a OD. So a lot of things that God saved me with, man. I don't want to turn this into a church service, but I'm not ashamed of my God. My God said, if you're ashamed of Him, He's ashamed of you. So I don't never not give thanks to praise my Lord Jesus Christ.
It's all right.
Cool because we're not into it, but there's listeners,
Yeah.
Right.
We get some more folks every go.
Yeah. My thing is, I'm not into religion, but it's like I never like disrespect someone else unless of course you're pushing it on me. And I'm telling you no, and you keep going.
Hey, you guys know me forever, but we've had these conversations.
I think like some people, it's good for them.
Yeah, you can see
because
me.
Yeah, because
look.
It keeps you in line. It's therapeutic. It's like where would you be without it? Type of shit, type of stuff.
And look, hey, look, and here's the deal. Everyone know I own my own business now. I've been in business for 12 years, and my God shines through me. Like, there's no way that I'm supposed to be where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got 5 employees. I got my own business. My life is married, beautiful marriage. You know what I mean? These are things that I couldn't even envision 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to say to myself, why? You know what I mean? I blew a career just basically from drinking. That's common knowledge. I mean, I can go rank people over the coals about my box career. I don't do it anymore because it's pointless. But I'm saying, like, I know. You can even, every time I see Vito, first thing say, you should be millionaires, Greg. So the talent was there. It was just the discipline. That's why I tell the kids now, you have to have the discipline. I don't care if you just got a 1-2, man. If you get in good shape and you can go the distance, you got a little bit of nuts, you're going to compete with anybody.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're going to compete with anybody.
Testicular fortitude.
There you go. I like that.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You're going to deal with anybody.
You had the nuts, but you had too much nuts.
Hey,
you didn't give a fuck about nothing.
People know. Listen, they call me the day before to fight a world class fighter. Who flies in New York and fights a world class fighter right off the street?
That's the same thing as Ray Oliveira.
He came out of jail.
Ray does it.
He said he was in jail. And they called him. There's a fight in 5 days.
Yeah, I seen the show. Ray's a beast. Hey, let me tell you a story about Ray Oliveira.
The old school.
Back in 1986, I think it was 86, 87, one of them years, we got the low for the gloves, and I had forgot my boxing shoes. And I'm that type of... I'm that guy. Hey, good stuff.
Shorts in his pocket.
Yeah. I'm that guy. Oh, who's on? Jay likes to say
I remember them.
Jay likes to say that stuff.
At Manfredo's Gym. It was 1989. You came in that motherfucker. Put your you had the green and white shorts, Everlast joints. You put them out of your pocket, wrinkled as shit, like you had them in a pillowcase. You slept on them all night.
Nigga said 1989. It was July 20th, approximately 6:30 p.m.
I remember it because it was one of them things, man.
Hey, let me tell you something. Jay, I love Jay. Jay's my man. And he know, everyone that knows me knows that I consider Jay the best ever to come out of this area. That's just what it is. I don't care. I'll fight anybody with that. But Jay used to aggravate me to no end back them days when he was young.
Damn,
and Peter Manfredo's. Oh my God, Doc. Him and Peter too, because that was your partner in crime.
Jason had no choice but to be good then because it seemed like everybody had that problem when he was a little kid.
Little Peter Manfredo and Jay was the terrors of Manfredo's boxing when they was at Rose years ago. And I said, I don't feel like training over there today. It's
the same thing though. My mentality was, Papa's like, either you deal with me or you deal with them. I didn't give a fuck who it was.
Yeah.
Everybody want to punk us little guys off the bags and shit. Push them around, we jump over here. No, you gotta move.
Yep.
So I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna cause mayhem.
You was causing it.
I'm gonna throw shit. I'm gonna aggravate.
You hiding niggas' cups.
Yeah. You trying to find your boxing shoe into the locker. Like, what are you... It's hilarious,
Guilty.
man.
I remember one of my boys was trying to get in the car with just me and Jason. Jason's in the front seat. Yeah. And my boy comes to the car. He's like, yo, little nigga, get in the back. Jason goes, fuck you get in the back. He was like 9 years old, right? And the dude tells me, you gonna let him talk to you like that? You let him talk like that? I said, I don't give a fuck, but he's my son. And
you said
he wants you in the back.
Hey,
you want to get in the car,
you started
get in
it.
the back.
You started it. You didn't ask politely.
Yeah, I used to spar with all them dudes over there. That's why I know, like everyone in there I sparred with. There was back then. There was like Stevie Crew was over there. Danny Macaruso was over there. My boy Kevin Denson was in there. Who else? It was Danny Macaruso, Benny Constantino, my boy Arthur Sarbekian and Jack Sarbekian. Like it was, I used to like. I trained for Andrew Maynard for the CBS fight over there at Manfredo. Matter of fact, Peter worked my corner on the Andrew Maynard fight, but. On the CBS fight in Atlantic City at Harris. So
you made him famous, right? Hey, what is it? I'm just gonna speak on.
Yeah. But I don't know. Was he on national television before that? Peter was a baby.
Not shitty, but from what I was told, you put him on. That was the first time he was on national TV. Working corner with you.
It was with Greg Towns.
That's it.
It is what it is. It is. It wasn't no people.
Don't forget it.
Don't forget it, man. But look, it is what it is. I'm cool. I'm cool with everybody, man, these days, man.
No disrespect.
But
no disrespect.
Listen, I tell people that all the time, like, these dudes bragging about their fights, man. I say, you got 20 fights, but you ain't fought nobody. And I mean, so why are you bragging? You're not a superstar. And I tell people about, out of 14 fights, I fought 5 top 10 world guys, and I wasn't in shape for none of them. Like it really aggravates me sometimes when I see these kids acting like superstars, and they got 5 fights or 6 fights. And
videographers.
You know what I mean? It's because these days they go take a little video at the gym. Yeah. Hey, good, take a picture of me. And then it's me. And then they go put it on Facebook and they show them hitting the bag. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Somebody with me over here. I
see people do that in the gym all the time.
I don't know.
One day I seen a guy come in. He got near the weights and had a weight in his hand and took a picture. And then he walked out.
There you go. What
the hell?
Hey,
he was in and out in like 10 minutes. He was touching shit.
To come in with a crew to take their picture.
Yeah.
Dude, I barely had someone to carry my bag for quite a while.
I'm cool. If it's quick like that, go ahead, take your picture and fucking leave. I hate the ones that sit there and they have a conversation. They have there's a group of them and they're like looking at what ways that they're gonna play with themselves with. Like I'm like, come on, man, figure it out. Get the fuck out my way. I want that machine. There's only 2 of them and you're on one of them.
You ain't getting no squat rack. Everybody these days is a power lifter now.
So yeah, get out my way before you get smacked by.
a bunch of bad back having motherfuckers around.
Everybody's deadlifting and
doing squats. Have no idea how to squat.
Hey, is boxing soft for now, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, because I had a long conversation with this dude on Facebook today because he's a Canelo fan and we're talking about the overall feel of boxing. You know what I mean? I don't want to get like guru-ish and all that, but I'm saying the feel of boxing. This feels softer to me today.
It's way softer.
Maybe I'm just becoming one of them old guys. You guys ain't tough like we used to be. Maybe I'm becoming one of them guys. But it seems to me that the kids are soft as cherry peppers. My brother every time say, what did Eric like to say? Soft as cotton candy. I don't feel it, man. It's like maybe. I don't know.
I think because they're out here
more money or something. I mean,
they're out here acting like they're trying to get their bachelor's in business while they're trying to learn boxing. It's like you got to relax on that and just you got to.
I think they got to find them. They got to find a middle ground because, like in your day, how you were saying, how you coming out of jail, you coming off the street, you can't do that. Right. You have to kind of protect yourself a little bit, but they're going too far. Like they don't even have any fights.
You don't even know how to do a jab.
So,
I mean, but you know how to take pictures and sell tickets and promote.
You have to be somewhere. You have to be somewhere in the middle.
Fight.
So are you a businessman or are you a fighter? Well, that's all I want to know.
They're probably emulating like the guys who are successful. So they're doing what guys are doing now after they attain success instead of doing what the person did, which no one probably knows really to get that success.
Now you know that makes it not their fault. That makes it the boxing. It's like feel. You know what I mean?
It's like they're trying to copy Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. But the thing is, Floyd Mayweather can fight. They're doing the Floyd Mayweather, but half of them can't fight.
But they're not seeing the Floyd Mayweather workouts at 2 in the morning.
He busted his ass.
And Floyd will fool you.
They don't know the early Floyd. Floyd that fought Diego Corrals was a killer.
Half the time,
turned into money after.
They know the guy that fought.
Most of those guys came up really, working hard, busting their ass. By the time they got TV, these guys are jumping in on the TV part. They're seeing the finished product. Right. Oh, he got a lot of cameras around him. Yeah. Oh, he's doing commercial. They want to do that before paying their dues. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's soft.
So they're going to cop before the horse. Then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You had learned. Archie Johnson had us. Millions of jabs.
6 months of jabs.
You ain't even using the right hand.
How about learn to hold your fucking hands up? I mean, how many guys fight and they're like already hands down here? Yep. It's the beginning of the first round. Like,
they shoulder roll.
Everybody's shoulder rolling like Floyd. It's funny because like back in every society, every decade has their fighter. Like when Ali in the 70s, everybody wanted to fight like him, so everybody pulling back hands down. I get it. Sugar Ray Leonard, people start emulating styles. But I tell people all the time, listen. You got to get your own style, your own rhythm. Like again, I got an analogy I always use. You want to be a good musician, a guitar player. You're going to practice other people's songs. Yeah. You're going to practice B.B. King, whoever it is, and then you're going to get good enough to start incorporating your own style into that. So you have your own style. So yeah, practice Floyd Mayweather's shoulder roll, whatever that junk that I don't like anyway, or Ali's jab, whatever. But eventually, you're going to start coming into your own style.
But you gotta only take the good stuff because I think Floyd Mayweather was bad for Adrian Broner because Adrian Broner, he had a similar style, which was good, but he would copy shit that Floyd wasn't doing. Like Floyd's at the nightclub, but Floyd ain't drinking. He go to the nightclub and he's getting fucked up. Right. He copied the wrong stuff.
Floyd owning the fucking
he's getting paid to be there.
Hey, look,
that shoulder roll is.
I did a whole video on Adrian Broner about how he's becoming a boxing tragedy because
all the skill.
You guys all the skill. And listen, if you look at that Maidana fight, the first one, the second half of that fight, he's walking Maidana down. Go watch that fight. Yeah. In the second half of the fight, he got his hands up.
And he's doing the pop shots.
He's walking him down. So he's a beast. But drinking, drugging, whatever it is, you can't compete on that level. You know what I'm saying? You can't compete on that
another
level.
thing I noticed about that...
Who knows more than me?
I noticed about that Maidana fight is I think that helped Floyd. Because Floyd has that style, and he's seen Adrian get caught with that, and he's like, okay, when I fight him, I'm not going to get...
first? Did he fight first?
Adrian fought first.
Okay.
So Floyd was like, oh,
I can do
you ain't hit me with that. Okay. But it would have been the same... Maidana was trying to do the same shit like he was fighting Floyd.
Did Floyd give him 2 runs too, right? Didn't he fight Maidana too?
I think so. Yeah, he did good with Floyd too. But he would have did better with Floyd if Floyd didn't just see him fight Broner.
Maidana is... I like Maidana because he's hot as nails. But... You fight Maidana by fighting him. You don't run from. Listen, these type of guys, you fight them. It's all Archie Johnson stuff. You fight them. You don't. Sometimes it's not about boxing. It's about you just in a street fight. So everyone that goes and fight that dude does good with McDonough. Everyone that tries to box that dude does bad with him.
You see him now? He's huge.
He's all fat.
Yeah, he weighed like 240. He's
Yeah, he's all
crazy.
fat.
He ain't
He's
bigger than
almost
him.
coming back too.
He's not bigger than Nassim Hamed.
Ladybug. Yeah.
Nassim
Nassim Hamed was little. That motherfucker's big as shit.
He looks like Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars.
Yo, he straight look like the Hamburglar.
Took that big check. Hey, what do you guys think about DAZN? They're gonna be cutting ties with Demetrius Andrade after this next fight. After he fights Parker.
Damn.
That's tragic to me, man.
Yeah.
That's tragic because
Where do you go from there?
that's what I'm saying. This
34 years
could
old.
be a serious game changer. Like, does he have any potential promoters that's looking to sign him, or like I don't know. I haven't talked to Paul lately. I talked to him like last week.
He's fighting overseas, right?
Yeah, he's
So
fighting overseas.
he has to win big.
Yeah.
Because
I think he'll win.
No, but
but it's
are
gonna
you
be boring
going to
again.
get the win?
You mean impressively win? You mean
You have to get the
has
W.
to.
I'm saying you could do good and feel like you won, but
Yeah.
he has to win big, so they can't deny it. Because
right. You might rob him. Or
if
something,
you
so.
lose, you're not getting where you need to be now.
Yep.
If you lose, you get the back of the line.
Right,
If you lose, that
But
proves the
they
point.
won't even. I'm not sure. It's just a bad situation, man.
Yeah.
Because you know. It's just I think it's unfair, to be honest with you. I'm just being real with it. I think the whole situation is unfair because I argue with people about Canelo all the time, and but my thing is I'd rather see Boo Boo fight Charlo. I'd rather see that fight.
That would be a good fight.
I want to see that
I
fight.
like to see that too.
He can fight. He can fight Canelo. All you gotta do is just walk up to him and smack the shit out of him.
That's what I keep
I bet
saying.
you don't want to fight him then.
That's what I keep saying.
If he did that, then they make Canelo fight
Yeah,
him.
exactly. Because
Hey.
everyone will make him. Social media, everything. He'll hear it
You
everywhere.
got to do a real
But,
smack.
yeah, but he has to real smack. He can't do that Caleb Plant bullshit. It looks stupid.
No.
You got to commit to that smack.
Smack the
Caleb
shit.
Plant
I
missed
feel like
it.
I feel like they hate Boo Boo so much they'll just sue him and try to take his money and still not fight him.
You know what?
know.
They
I
might
hate
even
him.
do something.
I don't know, motherfucker smack you.
You nigga smack, you gonna be mad.
They hate Boo Boo.
As a grown man,
I mean, why
Somebody
though,
slap you?
Cameron? Why though? Like, you know what I mean? When you say they hate him,
Why?
like,
You can-
I'm trying
I-
to figure out why.
Personally, I
understand why
don't know, but you can feel it when
You
they
can feel it,
when they
man.
bring his name up.
Yep.
The businessmen, the
Yep.
fighters, everybody's just like, get that the fuck. And like, it's been for
Right.
years.
It's like,
just,
it's like
they just go like this.
it's
to
like
him.
something.
Yeah,
it's
I don't.
like something-
I don't know what it is. It doesn't seem like it's not fear.
It's not fair. That's what
It's
I'm
just
saying.
it's not
fuck
fair.
you.
And I think it kind of reflects on. See, this is why I don't like that because it's not even. Boo is my boy. I've ordered you on.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
There you go.
No disrespect.
I got to throw that disclaimer out there. But,
SOG,
coming
son
back,
of God.
that damn Ghetto Greg. I heard what you said. I don't want to hear that stuff. But what makes it pitiful is that it reflects on all of boxing. Like if they could do that to him, who's next? Who's next, Jay? Who's next? Like, you know what I mean? If they could do that to him, right? Who's next? I don't like this guy, so you know we're just gonna blackball him.
you have to watch. You have to watch what you do. Watch what you say. Like you.
Colin Kaepernick.
Or if the problem is you don't. If you go and you don't read the fucking room.
Yeah.
It's about burning bridges. Be careful.
I burned
Be careful
a
who you
couple.
talk
I
to
definitely burned a couple.
and how you talk to people. You just you gotta try to be a little more.
You can
more
repair
nice.
that, Jay. Listen, you ever see that movie with Will Smith? You're a movie guy. What's the movie with Will Smith? He's a superhero. Which one is that?
Hancock.
All right, I love that movie. Hancock, I don't know why. But Hancock. Remember how the publicist guy come and he changed his whole image and everything?
Yeah.
That can be done. Look, with me. Look, people didn't know I could string two sentences together.
You just
They thought that I was a dumb dude.
It depends on who you piss off, though.
People believed that I was literally dumb, like a dumb guy.
But nobody's fixing his image. He's right because for some reason, Boo Boo's not a big enough draw.
That's what I'm talking
And these
about.
guys who are draw, they use that as the
They got
excuse to say,
publicists,
"You're not on my level. You
And-
can't fuck with me."
yeah,
But Boo Boo's like, "I can't fuck with you.
Right,
I'll knock you out."
Knock you out, right?
But they're telling him, "You can't fuck with me because I'm getting this. I'm doing this. I'm moving like this."
Right, and Cameron. And now the casual jackasses that don't know nothing about boxing, they buy into that narrative.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So
Oh, and they bought in.
They bought in. For you go on Facebook,
bought in.
I'm in there beating them up all the time. You know, but they buy into that. So once you get the casual fans, these kids, you know, like I like boxing. You know, them ones.
Hey,
when you get
Greg.
them guys.
He needs a rebrand. Maybe you need to holler at him. You had one of the greatest rebrands I ever saw in my life.
Say. Look, people believe me, man. It took a long time because people see you in one aspect. It takes a long time for them to change their outlook on you, like who you are. It took for years for people to say, wow, Greg, you're all right. It took years for me to say to myself, hey, Greg, you're all right. These are things you have to do. This is called growth. So, far as boo-boos and his how the world sees them, these things can be changed just with the right team. And
I always thought you was all right.
I always had
your back.
Me and Jay had my back from day one, even when I was out there drinking and drugging and using. You know what I mean? So that's why I love the spirit. You know what I mean? Because but there's some people that listen. You people don't. Let me tell you something, guys. I don't know if you knew, but I was homeless for like 4 or 5 years.
I'm pretty sure that.
All right, dude. I mean, homeless. Not I ain't got I got a place, but no, I mean on the street, shelter homeless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was Greg Town. This is a guy that went from a 1989 Cougar in 1989, little bit of money, never had a bunch of money, but had a little bit, to Panhandle on the street. So I be on Broad. Them guys you see on Broad Street, that was me. I was on Broad Street. With a can, and some people that know me to come by, can see the love in the eye, to come by and say, yo, Greg, man, get yourself together. Slap me, give me $100.
Yeah, give you something, because it hurts to see you like that.
True love, right. Yeah. But then there was most people just come, hey, you bum, you should be on TV. Like, most people enjoyed that. These same people that ask me to give their son a job now, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These same people that, you know what I'm saying? God works in mysterious ways. Yeah. Now I drive a BMW 750.
Well, hey, Greg, because I remember my pops used to tell me, Greg gives me my money back. If it takes some years, I don't care, because I didn't need it back.
But you know what?
But he'll come give it back to me.
Doc is, this is why I always been loyal to Big Six brand and the Big Six everything. You guys know that. Doc, I don't want to put you out there, Doc, but Doc, sometimes I call Doc up and be like, yo, Doc, man, I need $40, whatever. Yep. And no matter what he's doing, he'll take time to come tighten me up. Then tell me, well, what you going to do with it? None of that kind of stuff. This stuff don't happen these days. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have loyalty. So that goes back to brand stuff, Jay. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of elements that go into this stuff, man. So when you talk about changing, I mean,
But best believe, you'd have talked some shit about any of us. You wasn't getting no more help.
That's over.
And that's the burning bridge part I'm talking about with Boo-Boo. He has to be careful with who you talk to, how you talk to people. Some people just not forgiving at all.
Right.
It depends on what you do, if they're going to forgive you or not.
They're gonna wait him out. This is the whole plan.
How long do we wait? Because Boo-Boo's what, 30?
Exactly. They only got to wait a couple more years.
A couple more years. That weight division,
the prime.
34, 35, you're starting to get old now.
Yeah. I mean, nobody wants to see a Canelo and Boo-Boo when he's 40. I mean, I don't want to see that fight.
No, but they won't. By that time,
he's be about to pay the
anyway. Take an L for somebody else, and that's it. It's all done.
You don't want to become a gate. How does an Olympian become a gatekeeper, though, Jock? I mean, that sounds.
They don't. They just retire.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He got enough money.
Yeah,
he can retire.
There's a lot of. I want to touch on this still because I ain't gonna throw no names out there, but there's a lot of local legends around here. Listen, let me just speak in the camera. Where the camera at? I'm a certified legend, Rhode Island legend. All right, certified. Sometimes it kind of rubs me the wrong way when I see these guys I know with sparring partners back in the day, or gym groupies, and they're all over Facebook talking about they're these great trainers or these great fighters. I know who you are, so you know what I mean. Stop it, man. Then that aggravates me. Because maybe it shouldn't. Because maybe I'm just hating on them. But
talk that shit.
But I'm saying though, man, it's ridiculous, man. These guys, I know some of these guys. I'm sorry. I've been around. I've been in these gyms in New England. It's not a trainer in New England. I don't know. It's not a manager in New England. I don't know. Not a promoter in New England. I don't know. Not a damn fighter. I don't know in New England. Anyone that knows I can tell you. So ain't knowing. When I see this stuff, I'd be like, really?
If you don't know them, then shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Greg getting a lot off his chest today.
I'm saying though, man,
let it out. He about to get back in the ring.
Hey, don't get me tempted. Somebody told me the other day. They said, "Greg, man, you look good, man. You look like you can go a couple of rounds right now."
Stop the cap.
I'm a solid 225. I'm like, dude, give me the right money. Jake Paul. You know, Jake Paul is actually a follower of my website, punchingbagskunk.com. Go check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, he's one of the followers of my website, Jake Paul. So him and Logan Paul. So they came in because I made a video about him. I actually dogged him in the video. I was like, oh Why the hell are you? This is why boxing is whack right now, because you got guys like Jake Paul, and people are saying he's good for boxing, and I went on this 20-minute rant on why Jake Paul is bad for boxing. He happened to see it, and now he follows me on my website. So now every now and then I shoot him a little comment that let's get it on.
Yeah.
What's up? You know what I mean? I'm a pro. I'm not no basketball player. I'm not Nate Robinson. I'll take you out. Come on. Hey, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Jake Paul. Greg Town from Providence, Rhode Island. Let's do it.
We tried to get Francis Hogan tried to get him.
Yeah, I'm starting sweating over here. Hey, I've got
The sound system went off.
Whatever else, nigga.
Francis Hogan tried to get Jake Paul to notice him too. He didn't give him no shout out.
He came in.
He wanted to fight him though. He told him, "I'll fight you."
We almost
By
got Jake Paul.
the way, I'm only joking there, guys. My wife would kick my butt.
No offense. No offense.
No offense, Jake Paul. Still follow me, man.
No disrespect.
You guys,
No disrespect, man.
you guys hear about Usyk and Lomachenko? So Lomachenko's going to stay there in Ukraine, and Usyk's going to fight.
He's gonna fight.
He's going to fight Joshua.
Okay. But
Because
what about?
They both were going to stay there in the military and shit.
That's right.
But
gotta admire that, man.
Usyk decided, they approved it to let him, train for the fight.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
But I would have rather see Kambosos fight Lomachenko. To be honest with you, I wanted to see that fight.
Yeah. I wanted to see both.
Doc is. I remember you used to like Devin Haney.
I like Devin Haney.
You guys like?
I heard he beat up Kambosos in the gym.
I like him.
I think he's good. I think he's good. He has good skill.
Is there something missing, man? And I'm not talking about skill wise.
He's
missing
young.
Haney?
He's young.
I don't see mean.
I saw him get his
I don't
bell
see
rung,
mean.
but I think
No. That's what made me like him more, because when Lanez hit him with that right hand and he
skates,
and he came back and that shows me metal. But I'm just saying I don't see mean. Like I don't see I poke like listen, I spent the whole round trying to poke a guy and take his eye out. What? You know what I mean? I don't see that. I don't see that.
Nah, he's more of a technician.
You got to be a certain kind of mean to try to take someone's eye out.
The mean
for a
streak
whole round.
is in Javante Davis.
That's my boy.
Oh, his contract's up.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
Javante Davis' contract's up.
Yeah,
he got the mean streak. He got the
Who's
mean
gonna
streak.
fight?
Mean streak.
Oh, Rolly.
He's supposed to fight. Who wants to see that though? Rolly?
I do.
You want to see him fight Rolly?
I want to see him fight Rolly.
Just to knock him out, right?
Shut him up.
Shut him up.
He can't fight at all.
Shut him up big.
At all.
Shut him up big.
Sad, huh?
Hey, this
He
dude
talked his
can't-
way into that fight.
Yeah.
I
he
guess you
did.
got.
See?
I like that too.
I guess you guys
Talk
take
your
that.
way into it. That's how you get those big fights,
Yo,
man.
bro, he came out with a fur, the $2,000 shades,
Yeah.
with a gold chain, and
Dude,
talked
it was
his way into a
90.
fight.
It was 90 degrees out there. He had a big fur
With a
on.
fur.
This dude with no shirt on.
Talked his way into a fight.
How Greg would say, jackass.
No offense, though.
No offense. No offense.
Disrespect.
No disrespect, jackass.
Oh, another thing. Did you guys seen the Mike Tyson?
What's up with
I
Mike?
guess that there was like
someone pulled the gun out.
Comedy
Put the gun
show.
on him. Yeah, the comedy show.
The guy, he's talking to
Mike's
Mike.
in all kinds
He's
of
talking to Mike, and then people are trying to back him up, like get out of here, whatever.
Because he was
Dude
telling
pulled
Mike
out a gun.
He was telling Mike that they
Anybody-
wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
But who wanted to fight him now?
It was just some random
Just some
guy in the
random
street.
guy.
Okay, some random guy.
Mike told him, come here. Gave him that and gave him a fucking hug. Broke the dude down.
After he pulled out the gun.
Mike Tyson
He
he's
didn't
a
even.
good guy, man.
In the video, he's sitting with
Tyson's awesome.
now the old school. You put the chair
And they
this
spread
way,
like
the
roaches
back
in the
of chair.
light.
He's like this. Niggas running, moving out the way. He goes like this, and man,
He goes, come here.
shake dude's
I thought he was
hand.
going to knock him out.
I thought he was gonna knock him out too.
Gave him a hug.
He called dude over there. Dude came. I said, "Oh, he's gonna hit this motherfucker,"
Oh,
and he
snap.
gave him a hug. And then dude,
Dude, bow down.
Yeah, dude, bowed. Oh, he kissed his hand.
Yeah.
And Mike,
And then he
kissed his hand. Mike was
Kissing
like,
rings now?
Mike
yeah,
almost put his hand like, yeah,
yeah.
too much.
And he's like, where they from? He said Brooklyn. And then he said Brownsville. He's like Brownsville.
So when he
Brownsville.
first came up, did he want to fight Mike Tyson? Though?
He was,
was
I guess
talking.
he was like joking around, talking about, but he was doing it, and like the security around was like, "All right, man, you gotta go,
Yeah, get out of here.
you gotta go." And then like he basically trying to like back the guy out, and then the guy's like talking shit to the security guy, and then he just pulls a gun out on the guy. Wow! And the guy's like backs up and is all like afraid.
These days, you
and you see everyone else start to kind of like back up and move out the way too.
Mike didn't fucking move.
And then
Mike didn't move.
And then he put it.
Mike's a
and then
beast, man.
he put the gun away, and then Mike's looking at him, and he's like, all right, I gotta go. And Mike's like, come here. come here. He's like, nah, I gotta go because somebody gotta call the cops on me, man. I pulled out the gun like that. He's like, I shouldn't have did that.
He's like, nah, he good. Whatever. Tell him, come here.
So he came back and did that other stuff.
Oh, that's awesome, though.
He left. But then he said before he left, he said, you still bitch to the security guard or something like that.
He got real tough on the way out.
Yeah.
Real tough.
Welcome to come on the show whenever, Mike.
But hey, man.
Or random guy who did that. I want to hear his story.
That shit's scary, though. Yo, they got to
Mike got the hot box.
Yeah,
man.
They got to protect that dude better, though, because that was too much for that dude to be that close to him and then have the gun. Cause that's how we lost Nipsey Hussle.
I don't want to be cryptic, but dudes do be getting taken out like that from strange fans coming out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, they how John Lennon died, and
The dude who shot Nipsey Hussle, right?
Yep.
Nipsey disrespected him earlier in the month, like basically like sunned him, like little boyed him.
Yep.
Came back and blasted. Just forgetting little boy. Just basically told him like, nah, you can't be around here type shit.
You got to be careful because I remember one day. I'll tell you a couple.
That's that emotional generation. There you go, right there. Get emotional over that shit.
Couple ghetto stories.
Kill somebody for that.
I'm riding down the street. Car, 3 or 4 kids in the back of me. They're back of me, aggravate me. So we end up getting a little. What you shut up? This back and forth. Mm-hmm. So the dudes go, I'll kill you, whatever. And I pulled over, like, because I'm crazy. I pulled over, and they pulled him back at me, and the kid got out the car, evidently coming with something on his side to come up to my car to shoot me. And I didn't have nothing in my car, nothing, you know what I mean? So I bluffed the hell out of him. I went, come on, chump. And I'm reaching down like I got something under my seat. Let's go, come on, come a little closer. And he turned around and went back to his car. So these days, you got to be careful. Another time, a kid jumps out of his car to go into his, you park your trunk in the car? And then I seen him pop the trunk, so I ran up on him. And he jumped back in the car, right down the street with the trunk flying all over the place. Pulled up again. Then he jumps. Then he keeps trying to get out the car and get to the trunk. But every time he goes to get to the trunk, I run up on him. So it finally just rolled down Broad Street with the trunk flying all that. You punk. Like, so you don't. These days, man, I'm telling some ghetto stories, but if guys that know me and know my life now, I'm in the house by 7 o'clock every night because I'm up at 5. I haven't been in a club in years. I got a whole different lifestyle. You know what I mean? So
plus your wife will whoop your ass.
There you go.
Used to be Ghetto Greg.
Your wife from the hood too.
I used to be Ghetto Greg.
Now,
your wife from the hood too.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, she'll fuck you right up.
Baby.
Also,
fuck you right up.
Also, we reached
SOG, Greg.
we topping the limit, right? I'm not trying to do the CP time with this shit running over again.
We're running over again.
But I do want one story real quick because of what Greg was saying was when Pop he was in the car, he got the shit pulled out on him. Do you want to tell that story real quick?
What, when they tried to kill me?
Yeah, and
he
you
wasn't
said,
there though.
No, I know, but you said that somebody came out on you, pulled out a shit on you, but
they
the
put
shit
a
didn't work.
shotgun. Yeah, they pointed at me and they pulled the trigger, but nothing happened.
Divine intervention.
Divine intervention right there.
There you go. Listen, the dude put a shotty on me one time.
There was nothing divine about it, bro. It just
malfunction.
It jammed. It jammed.
Joe Biden said you could just walk out your front door and just pop one in the air if you have a shotgun. Joe Biden said that's how you protect your home.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Just so you know.
Where's the round go?
That sounds more like
the round has to come back down at some point.
They think the bullet that you see those Afghanistan, where they're shooting in the air when somebody gets married. 100 people shooting in the air.
That's how they celebrate.
It's coming down. Where they coming down?
That was in a movie.
All those bullets.
The movie's called The Mexican. It's about a gun.
What you guys think about Kanye West? I'll end it at that because I'll talk all night.
I think he's
a fucking nut.
I think he's an artiste. He's a genius.
I don't think he's a genius. I'm cool on that genius.
He's very interesting.
I don't know, man. The dude is not dumb.
Because when I see his old shit, I admire it, and then the new shit. I'm somewhere in between.
I'm not just talking strictly music. I'm saying
as a person.
We out. You gotta sign no gloves.
No longer Ghetto Greg. We have to have Gregory.
Gregory,
sign those gloves.
Yeah.
Hey, can I just give a quick plug to my channel?
Give a quick plug.
All right, everybody, go check out my channel. I got some new hot videos coming out on Punching Bag, Skunk YouTube channel. Be talking about the Javante Davis, potentially even Floyd Mayweather, and of course I'll always beat up on Canelo. So come check it out, Punching Bag Skunk YouTube channel, and also go to the website punchingbagskunk.com. There you go,
and don't forget to check out RGT.
Oh, what am I forgetting? My money. RGT pressure washing. When we arrive, you arrive. Quality services at everyday affordable prices. When you want listen, it's the season to get your house done. We do all services, vinyl, wood, brick, stucco, it doesn't matter. We do surface cleaning, driveways, decks. We do it all. Go to the website, RGT, pressure washing, and call us up, and we'll give you the big 6 discount. How's that?
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, and while he's signing those gloves,
I'm going to sign the glove.
I saw on the news that a Pokemon card went for $420,000.
Roland, where
This
you
is
at?
only interesting because this
you got
guy
some.
has a Pokemon card. So if anyone out there wants to make him an offer,
Yeah, I got the.
You have done one?
leave
I
it in
got
the
Charizard.
comments.
Did you get it graded?
Email it.
No, it's in like the 2 plastics, the one plastic, and then it's in the hard plastic.
Case, yeah.
He
How
got
you
a
get it
card.
graded? You
Make
know how?
the offer.
No, I don't know. Mine's is a Japanese version.
I think you can get it to an appraisal, someone who does like jewelry, but they have to know about cards too.
Yeah,
They'll appraise it.
I would have to send it out to get it graded.
Yeah.
But like that. But I got a bunch of cards. I got a bunch of like those foil cards that I have to get done.
So
Big
much
money,
plastic,
some big
you can't
money.
even see, you can't even read the motherfucker. So much
Who want
plastic
it?
and shit.
Who want it? Highest bidder.
How much they get for
I'm
the
getting 2%.
One just went for $400K. He said, right?
$420,000 for Charizard.
I'm in the wrong business.
Hey, listen.
Money coming, money go. I've been at it on the low. Trapping out a while here. I can see the leaders doing less. We talking plans and maybe seeing you. Pull up on you, let me scoop. Nobody here but me and you. Got a little ring to it, turn that thing fluid in the coupe. Way you look, I know it's real. I'm on my Marshawn shit. I've been really getting feel. You know why I'm here. Don't act like you don't know how I feel. Let me tell you what you mean to me.
Listen, he's that nigga though. He saves all that shit. He probably has pogs in the crib and everything.
What?
Pogs and shit.
I got a bunch of pogs.
What about comic books? I used to have a.
I got a bunch of comic books too.
Silly me.
Both.
Silly me. I got some basketball cards.
I got basketball
Couple
cards.
Michael Jordan
I got
got for like $20.
I got some-
I
I
got
got
baseball
some-
cards,
I have
football
no
cards.
cards.
Remember the series Kung Fu back in the 70s with David Carradine?